Let's do this. I was debating what video to make, cause what should I do when there's like a 2 week break? I was thinking about doing another series also to follow, and I'm not sure what series to do. I was thinking either Jujutsu Kaisen or My Hero, since it's going like on, don't want to spoil anything, but it's on that chapter, on that act, so I'm not sure if I should start a different series, especially for these like 2 week breaks where I don't have anything to do. Maybe start a different series or start something that's a new and follow that. But we're here, chapter 1011 of One Piece, called The Code of Red Beans, right? Of sweet beans. And we'll figure out what that is later. The cover page is a nice soft serve, a color spread of the Straw Hats eating ice cream, which sounds really good right now. But let's jump straight into the chapter. We come to see where Kid and Killer are trying to find Big Mom and staring off into the distance to see where she is, but like people suspected last chapter is she was making a new homie with the clouds surrounding her. So I'm guessing it was Prometheus who said, just make a new homie that's going to be more reliable, stronger than what we have now. And Big Mom sends out a giant bolt of electricity with the new homie called Hera. And we see the feminine lips and the Greek god name, so she looks like she's following a Greek god aesthetic with the lightning here, which is interesting because she's not a god of lightning, but I searched it up. She's a god of the heavens, god and earth on Greek god, right? I mentioned that. Which is funny because Hera is married to Zeus in the mythology, and there was a lot of dispute with them, especially Hera not trusting any of Zeus's kids, obviously for the okay, I don't know how to word it. For Zeus's infidelity, is that the word? Yeah. So I want to see how Oda's gonna draw this part. Is there gonna be a lot of arguing between them, or is there gonna be a immediate attraction for each other? So I want to see how Oda plays this off. But this goes for another theory that Zeus is gonna end up with Nami for sure now, but I don't know how that would end up working with Big Mom. But the end of the chapter might explain that. So Big Mom sends Kid and Killer flying through the castle, and I guess she also flew with it. Like, I'm not sure how that interaction was, but she also went into the castle. And we go back to the roof where Zeus actually gets freed because Killer's ability, I guess, was weakened because he just can't concentrate on that anymore. We have Law and Zoro. Zoro is just out. That man is just... I'm sure that Law's gonna teleport and try and heal some of his injuries, but he's out for now. Law surprisingly still standing and gets up. Well, not standing, but he gets up after the attack from Kaido, which that's a good durability feat on his side. But he leaves and leaves everything to Luffy, who actually is staring down Kaido, and they start fighting. We get a bunch of good panels of that interaction and fighting, and he looks like he's using Conqueror's Haki, or that Conqueror's Haki armament mix very efficiently and fluidly. So thinking he's not proficient, but in the time, in the heat of the moment, I'm sure he's super hyper. He's hyper focused on what he needs to do, and we get a good reminiscence of when they both clash. The sky is split up, like when Shanks attacked, not attacked, but Shanks clashed with Whitebeard, and Big Mom and Whitebeard clashed, showing that I guess they were using Conqueror's Haki in that. And it's incredible how Oda, since pre-time skip, when Shanks and Whitebeard clashed that moment, that sky-splitting feat is kind of explained now at this point. So it's just Oda's incredible at just bringing things back and making sense and just connecting the dots. We see where Kid and Killer landed in the castle, and they're surrounded by enemies. They quickly get on the move, but they're stopped by Hawkins. who Kid calls a traitor, which obviously. But at the same time, are you gonna fight Kaido? Or are you gonna, I'll join your crew. Just that option's presented. I'm gonna join. Yeah. So, tells him to go on ahead and go find Big Mom, take care of Big Mom, and Hawkins actually mentions like, I would have not been able to beat you too. I'm guessing due to the tarot card reading. Hawkins is actually making fun of Killer, saying, "Oh, you're just gonna sacrifice yourself." I have a 92% chance of beating you right here. You have 8% chance of winning. But you did a good job. You're gonna hold me off for as long as you can, and then to protect your captain. And Killer's like, no, no, no. Who's talking about anything about losing here? I'm gonna beat you. So I actually like that. Maybe we see something here where that 8%, where Hawkins is surprised, maybe that 8% ends up coming true. So Killer might actually be able to beat him, and I hope we get to see some of this fight. And I'm really liking Killer's character. He just says, "Go to hell, I'm gonna defeat you, and I don't need any of your luck." I'm really enjoying his character, and I hope that some of his hockey bloomed with the fight with Kaido, so he actually gets to defeat Hawkins. And maybe in the middle of the fight, he says, "Why is this so hard? This is supposed to be like a sweep. This is a 92% chance I win." Hawkins can possibly, during the middle, see another tarot card reading, like refresh, and he'll see it change to a 50% chance of winning. So he'll see that there's a change in the outcome. There's a change of fate, I guess, as maybe. Would the tarot card readings be fate related? But it could show that, and then he'll reassess the situation and look up the statistics of winning again. And maybe it's a 30% chance of winning versus Kaido now. And he sees maybe there's a chance that the tarot card readings are wrong, even though there's only such a small, minimalistic chance of winning. It's possible to defeat the Yonko and Kaido. But that's my whole reading into that fight, into what the percentages could be with Hawking. We don't get the start of the fight with Hawkins yet, but we cut to Nami and Usopp. We're being chased by Page One. And they remark to his durability. It's just this whole arc since, even, I think, not since Sanji fought Page One, but like since they entered Onigashima, just the dinosaur zones have been remarked as having such high durability. They're all basically tanks. So I wonder how in this situation they're having so much trouble. They're using physical attacks, they're using their ranged attacks, and if that's not enough, what would they do in this situation versus a tank like Page One? They can't do anything. They can't somehow magically get stronger. They could just try and output some more damage. Like Nami can at least use some elemental, but what would Usopp do if his range attacks are just not enough? If his green stars are not doing enough damage? Like, yeah, it'll hurt, but he just kind of shrugs off the damage and keeps charging at you. But we have Otama explaining her plan, that she wants to reach Central Hall and yell out to everybody, or try and maybe use that speaker thing that was shown before that relays a message to everybody. She'll relay an order to attack. We don't know what the order is, but I'm going to assume it's either attack Kaido or attack the enemies so we can save Onigashima. Onigashima, not Onigashima, Wano, the flower capital. Usopp sends out a huge green star barrage to Page One to knock him off the Koma Inu, I think it's called, and sends Page One flying. And he's so happy. He's just like, okay, how do you like that damage? Like I mentioned before, what do they do in this case? And then Page One still gets up after all the damage, and I'm guessing it's one of Usopp's strongest attacks. I don't remember what his strongest ones are. But he's so happy. He's so happy, and then he sees Page One getting up, and he's just devastated. And the look on his face is classic. And they're turning the corner and running, and they see freaking Big Mom around the corner. And she just looks so menacing here. I always feel like she's just so menacing every time she's compared to a normal-sized person. And Big Mom immediately sees them, and it's like, it's the Straw Hats. And then sees Otama, and Otama goes, "Olin!" So happy, and she turns immediately changes her demeanor, and goes immediately into mother catering mode. And Prometheus points that out too. And Otama's mentioning, oh, I was worried about you. I came to save you too. And Big Mom's worried, like, why are you here? It's so dangerous here. Go to a safe place. And Otama mentions that Kaido's men, you know, that village that, like, helped you while you were recovering, that village was destroyed by Kaido's men. And Big Mom just looks so frustrated. She looks so pissed. And immediately turns to Page One, who's attacking Usopp and Nami in this case. Who's telling Big Mom, oh, since she's our ally, stop them before they get away. And Big Mom sends a huge Conquer Haki armament punch. I don't know, it looks like armament, but it has the black lightning like Conquer's Haki that we've seen in the previous chapters. Now, I wonder how the heck Page One is going to get up from this punch. If he's getting up from this punch. Remember, Olin punched Queen twice and knocked Queen out. That was no armament, no Conquer Haki. Here, Conquer Haki Big Mom is punching Page One. Now, I wonder if he's going to get up or he's going to be out for the count after one punch. So we'll see if he survives it. He might be, at least durability wise, like commander level, right? I would assume. And Big Mom mentions there's a code of honor that you should follow. And we have to remember that Big Mom is still a person that's trying to save people, unite people, and help people. Even though it's in a wrong way, she wants to help people. And I guess this code of honor would be not to hurt innocent lives, innocent people, right? What other code of honor would there be between pirates? But then that also brings up that moment where Big Mom says, what are you going to do with the island? Oh, Kaido mentioned, I'm going to just drop it on the capital. Big Mom mentions there's going to be a lot of casualties, right? And I think Kaido laughs it off. I don't remember exactly. So I wonder if Big Mom was going to betray Kaido before that happens, or if she turns a blind eye to Kaido in this case. On the last panel of the page, we have Ulti standing there seeing what the heck Big Mom just did to Page One, Pepe. And we don't know I wonder if she's going to try and challenge Big Mom, or if she's going to run up to Kaido and tell Kaido what happened. But that's the end of the chapter. So predictions for next chapter, I'm wondering if, again, I've mentioned this a lot of times, but I hope we see the interaction between Hera and Zeus, or maybe Hera's chasing after Zeus in an attractive manner, or if they're just going to dispute like the legends, like the mythology would say. And there's one case, this is why I think they would argue and dispute, is at the end, not the end, but there's one instance where Zeus hanged Hera from a cloud with a golden rope. I don't know if she could escape or not. Oh, I remember Hephaestus tried to save her, so I guess she couldn't escape. And, well, he punished Hephaestus, what a weird name, Hephaestus, by throwing him off the cloud or the mountain, I believe, and he broke his leg. But he hanged Hera here, and they're brother, sister, and married, which is, Greek mythology. So I wonder how that interaction goes. I hope we see some Straw Hat fights. I hope we see Chopper and Queen fighting as well. Or what Marco's doing in that case too. And lastly, hopefully we see some interaction between Kaido and Luffy and learn more about that Conquer Haki. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you liked the chapter review. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.